It's time to play some stuff. It has not been a good day for Mr. Goodmain. Last night he hit max level in Highmountain, but even hitting max level wasn't enough to get him past that little raid boss known as Gravity. You see, I was nuts enough to try a goblin glider from Warlords of Draenor off of the top of Highmountain to see how far someone could go if they jumped off and used a glider. The intent was to divine shield this guy when he got close to the ground. It didn't quite work out. Roll that beautiful lemming footage.
Epic fail.
So while Mr. Goodmain's recovering from that unfortunate incident, we're going to get a little bit more sane with this kind of extreme winter sports in WoW Legion here. We're going to take a Demon Hunter out there. Demon Hunters, of course, have the glide ability, but unlike the Goblin Glider, I don't think there's a time limit. So let's go all extreme sports with jumping off Highmountain. By the way, yes, that is a druid in the bathtub over there. It's a long story, but anyways, where is our Demon Hunter that's going to do this extreme stuff? Oh, I know.
You are not Propel. Sorry. Thought you were someone else.
Irwin, named after the late great Steve Irwin, designed after some strange cross between an elf, Batman, and a ninja, a lion's demon hunter, and I didn't really like the whole Warglaives thing all that much. I just went back to plain old-fashioned katanas instead. We'll go with elf, ninja, something or another. And of course you got the whole Batman thing. The glide ability that the Demon Hunters have does kind of remind me of one of the Batman Arkham games, so I figured, why not? And of course, his pet of choice is the fell puppy, Verdanus. Not named after the font, but named after, some elvish-sounding green something or another, but we could probably turn off the pet names when we get out there as well. So, let's head on out to Highmountain. Of course, one of the things you can do in this game is you can go to all the zones in any order. So even though this guy is, what was he again? He's only level 101, just got the gear from Hawkford, the crafted leather gear from Hawkford for leveling with. Even though he's only level 101, we can still go to Highmountain, head on out to the summit, and then let's see what exactly jumping off of Highmountain with the Demon Hunter glide ability can do. I understand the Demon Hunter glide ability doesn't seem to have any kind of time limit, unlike the Goblin Glider. So let's test this thing to its extreme. You and me both, pal. This is Highmountain, and there's only one thing you need to know about Highmountain.
Highmountain stands. Highmountain stands. Highmountain stands.
Highmountain stands.
Highmountain stands. Highmountain stands. Highmountain stands. Highmountain stands. Highmountain stands.
Or something like that. Let's head off to the summit. The interesting part about the whole Highmountain summit thing is that there's actually signs pointing to it, so you know exactly which path to take in order to get up to the top of the darn place. As you can see, it goes quite a ways up. It's going to be interesting seeing what the vertical distance is when flying mounts get added in. So basically, to get to the summit and try this on your own, those of you who actually want to try this at home, hopefully in the game and not in real life, and anyways, yeah. Wait, there is no high mountain in real life. Whatever. Well, no high mountain called Highmountain. Did Blizzard run out of names or something? Yeah, anyways. So yeah, just look for the summit base camp, and then once it turns to snow, you just go up, and be wondering why Blizzard didn't put a snowboarding mini-game in here with all of this snow over here. Just imagine some kind of snowboarding going down this site, or going down this side of the mountain, or something like that. Or maybe I played too much 1080 back in the Nintendo 64 days. So the interesting thing about Highmountain Peak is it's an obvious sightseeing destination because everything changes to ambient creatures, no aggressive mobs or anything. Everything turns yellow. And once we get up to the top, yeah, that fox is just a, an animal, and the goats and stuff, they don't attack you on sight or anything. So once you're done playing King of the Hill, well, you just go up. Well, it takes a while anyways. You just go up and up and up and up and up and wonder why the Greybeards aren't yelling at you. Well, oops, wrong game, sorry. I was joking earlier about how Stormheim looked like cartoon Skyrim. Well, some of this kind of reminds me of scaling the big mountain in the middle of the game, except there's no monastery of dragon monks at the top. Highmountain Peak. Fortunately, there's no realistic physics or anything, or the wind would blow you off or something, or... Now I'm thinking Death Peak and Chrono Trigger. So up and up and up and up and up we go, and then finally you get up here and you can be like, oh yeah, King of the Hill! There's actually something up here. In honor of those who ascend to unimaginable heights, may your spirit continue through the dreams of others who follow. I don't know if that's supposed to be some kind of Easter egg, but there's no Minecraft reference up here, so... Alright, let's get our revenge on what happened to Mr. Goodman here. Put the dog away, get off the mount, and let's get ready to try some of this from the summit. We just got to plot a route first. Actually, let's try Goodman's route first. He jumped off, headed towards Azuna over Suramar. Okay, Extreme Demon Hunter mountain jumping coming right up. We're actually going to use the toy to speed up the mount by 30%, and you got to get off the mount. Whoops! Oh, there we go! Noob, that's not how you do it. The big thing I'm concerned about, though, is did I retain the mount speed when I jumped? Or did I drop back down to walking speed, and I'm going to land somewhere in Suramar and get absolutely crushed by the level 110 mobs over there. Oh man, this is not looking good. No signs of invisible. Yeah, I think I'm only going at walk speed. This guy is going to get his ass kicked if he doesn't hearth to Dalaran the minute he hits the ground. The good news is, unless there's some kind of hidden time limit for the glide ability. No, Batman. No, anyways. Look how far away from the mountain this guy already is. Hey, let's just turn the UI off, taking the view. By the way, I fixed the Alt-Z thing that I was having trouble with the new NVIDIA Shadow Play. You can actually put the... we're heading towards Azuna. We're not going to make it. We're going to land somewhere in Suramar. So we're going to try and land on a road. So that way, hopefully we don't aggro too many level 110s. Should have jumped the other way towards Valshara or something like that. Yeah, everything's turning purple. Yeah, we're not supposed to be in Suramar yet. This is a 110 only area. Wait, nope, still moving forward. I think with Mr. Goodman in the Goblin Glider kit, I hit 100 and I hit some invisible walls on the way down. Actually, now this is me being stupid. Why not combine the best of both worlds? Send this guy a bunch of freaking goblin gliders. And when the goblin glider runs out, you activate the demon hunter gliders. Oh joy, I've just been doing all of this wrong, and I'm gonna get my ass kicked in the middle of Suramar. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Epic fail.
Pilot wings, this ain't. I suppose if Blizzard wants to make this even more interesting, they put in updrafts and stuff that you could fly into and get shot back in the air. So the extreme demon hunter gliding and stuff. And look at those tattered wings and stuff. There's some glyphs that change the appearance of the wings, but I gotta see what they look like. But so far I like the whole purple, dark, Batman-ish type something or another. Yeah, it's not exactly Arkham something or another. Hey, oh, there's Azuna. Maybe we can try and land on the beach just outside of Suramar. Where are... UI's off. Duh. Where are we? Oh, good. We are going to land in Azuna, but just barely. Good. It'd be nice not to get beat up by a bunch of 110s. So, okay, let's call it with this and just come in for a landing right over here. So, and send this guy some goblin gliders. Make some if necessary. Heck, I got a couple of folks that need to go back to their garrisons and get some resources. We're going to talk about garrisons post-Legion in a later video and stuff. But here we go. There's Highmountain, where we started, and LZ is in sight. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Just a couple of horses. Nothing that's going to beat us up. And we've landed. So, alright, there's Highmountain. There's where it all started. How far? We jumped completely across the zone, I know that much. But, okay, so we landed in the ley ruins of something or another. Zarkanar, something like that. There was where we jumped from, so all the way across the zone to here. Now, time to quit being stupid and go get some goblin gliders and try this again. 3 guesses as to which character has the most goblin glider kits left over from Warlords. Well, yes, I do believe that's Madame Lockhart, leveling as a tank in Legion because fist weaving got removed from the game, but you know, it's fun to finally figure out what Brewmaster nonsense was all about and just how goofy of a tank it is. So, yeah, my thoughts exactly, but anyways. So the backstory behind this character, for those that are new, is she was originally a priest, but she wanted to start kicking ass. She's actually named after the first alt I ever had in this game, was a priest named Lockhart back in Classic. Who, back in the days when human priests still had the feedback ability, if anyone remembers that horrible thing. So she's just starting out. She's 101 like I think I got all the leather wearers up to at least 101. So, yeah, Smite is the furthest along at 103 among the alts. But a little bit of fire-breathing, you know, drinking type stuff, and throwing beer kegs and all that fun stuff. But I'll make this work somehow. It's fun to finally figure out Brewmasters. So, you get the entire Wandering Isle, aka the Pandaren starting area, if you play a monk in Legion. And you can, unlike other areas that have been converted into starting areas via phasing, you can actually wander around the Wandering Isle outside of the temple, where Order Hall is located. So you have a nice place for role-playing or just enjoying some scenery in this game, if that's your thing, but or things along those lines. Very interested to see what kind of monk role-playing that the RP realms are going to maybe make gaming videos about. Hint, hint. So, non-healing monks can still cast Effuse, which is the fast heal, and because you're using energy, it's not all that powerful on at least the Brewmaster spec. I haven't really played around with Windwalker too much because tanks are fun to level as because nothing kills you. Plus, you get practice tanking, which you can take into dungeons and raids. So, all these people that just want a never-ending DPS. Right, anyways. So, yeah, you do get the entire Wandering Isle as your Order Hall area, and you can wander around outside, unlike other areas that send you back into the area if you leave. Because, well, here you can actually make your way back to the temple on foot, whereas the Demon Hunter area, you're kind of stuck if you hit the ground there and stuff. Maybe Blizzard will fix that just for folk. It's probably not a priority to them, but just so folks can go explore whatnot. There are people that like to just go to the edges of all the maps out there, so Anyways, long as no raid tiers get eliminated because of that. So, big, huge island. It's the Pandaren starting area for the Monk Order Hall, but I don't see a mailbox anywhere. So, back to Dalaran to send the gliders to Mr. Irwin. But once you're outside of your order hall, hey, look, a mailbox right there. Funny how that works. Right. Let's send the gliders to Irwin and send him back to the Highmountain Summit. Convenient that the Thunder Totem Inn is actually facing the path that leads to the Highmountain Summit. I noticed back in Dalaran when I picked up the Goblin Glider kits that this guy still has the original Hearthstone for Demon Hunters in Elwyn Forest.
Highmountain stands.
Alliance side. Anyways. Oh, Highmountain stands. Does it? Really? I never would have guessed. Only half the Bleep Bleep Tauren with the moose antlers say that.
May
Whatever.
your rivers be ever bountiful.
The river provides. Yeah, I know that part too. Well, no, she said something else. Thunder Totem, new home. Right. If there's any inns closer to the summit, we'll set the Hearthstone there too. I got a feeling this Demon Hunter mountain jumping thing is going to be a little side hobby of sorts. Back up the mountain we go. And for those who are curious, no, the summit base camp doesn't have an inn. Just food and drink and general supplies and stuff. Be interesting if they put an inn in that base camp, though. If Blizzard put one in, you could just hearth here and then head up the mountain to do your extreme mountain jumping. Okay, here it comes. We are going to do this and probably hit an invisible wall. If Goodman can hit an invisible wall with the... If Goodman can hit an invisible wall with the Goblin Glider, I'm sure this guy will. And of course, we do have the Demon Hunter Glider as a backup. To the summit! Highmountain stands! Highmountain stands! Highmountain stands! Until you jump off, of course. Peak, summit, top of mountain thingy. You know, I'm reminded of that boss in the in the old High Mall raid back in Warlords. Rise, mountain, rise, mountain, rise, mountain, even the mountain falls. Then you come to Legion. Highmountain stands. Okay, let's do this. The wind is ripping up here. We're gonna head towards Azuna again. So we run, jump, hit the glider to lose the mount. Actually, let's put the mount button right next to the glider in case this doesn't work. Yeah, we're winging it big time. Okay, let's do this. From the Highmountain Summit, Demon Hunter mountain jumping, take 2. This time with some gliders. When the glider gives out, we activate the Demon Hunter glider and see what happens. I'll bet we hit invisible walls. Go! And we didn't have to worry about the mount. And Highmountain stands. Goodbye, High Mountain. I know we will definitely make it to Azuna if we don't hit any invisible walls in Suramar. I got a feeling because I was checking the footage earlier and there were some invisible walls somewhere along here. Come on, Blizzard. Did you really think people weren't going to come out here and jump off High Mountain like this? Get rid of the invisible wall. And I thought the invisible wall from present-day Hyjal to Felwood was annoying. Yeah, there it is. Invisible wall. We are now going straight. We can go this way, so we can get blown off course. Invisible wall? Come on, when can I go the other way? I am totally going to land in Suramar, aren't I? Oh, wait. Nope, invisible wall. Let's just do top-down like it's Grand Theft Auto 2. And the thing is, you only get 2 minutes on these things, so I guess we need to jump towards Suramar. Yeah, okay. Yeah, forget it. There's Azuna way the heck over there. Kudos to Monolith, my main system rocking an i7 6700K, running at the 4 gigahertz standard speed, because I don't feel like playing with overclock. Oh, you know what? Okay, I get the point. If you jump off High Mountain, you have to head towards Valshara and hopefully not land in a tree. Or not? Shadow Quill, we're way too high to attack it. 30 seconds before you have to switch glider. Okay, so, alright. Well, fortunately, I can hearth back to High Mountain once this thing gives out. Get ready with that glide button here. So, okay, I get the point. We hit an invisible wall if we don't jump towards Valshara. Let's get ready for the transition. I got a feeling that 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 castle over there is probably not where I should go. So let's see if we can land in the ocean somewhere when this thing switches out. There we go, and... switch! I think we're down to walk speed when this thing lets go, so... Okay, so I get it. In order to go really, really far because of the invisible walls, you have to jump towards Val'sharah. Let's see how much further we get here. There's Highmountain way the heck out there, so... I wonder if we'll hit an invisible wall if we went straight for Val'sharah. Land in the ocean somewhere. Be funny if we hit fatigue water. I hope nothing attacks me. I think this guy starts falling normally if something shoots at it or something. Well, at least it's not like the Spires of Iraq that had that world boss flying around. Wouldn't that be funny if Rookmar suddenly came out of nowhere and engaged and this guy plummeted to his doom? So we made it to the Emerald Bay, but that's only because we hit those invisible walls over Suramar. Boo! Come on, Blizzard. You know people are going to do stuff like this. Make it so you can jump off Highmountain and have a straight shot to wherever you can go. Because you know there is going to be people doing this. Speaking of which, Highmountain's way up there. Now, I haven't done too much in Val'sharah yet, so I hope this doesn't have level 110 sharks waiting for me when this guy splashes down. In a minute, but the good news is no time limit on the Demon Hunter gliders. Oh, close the darn quest log. Falling speed reduced. You think? And what do we have for wildlife? Ah, good. Level 100 sharks instead. Cha-ching! We've touched down at the very edge of... Okay, so there's Highmountain. Okay, so we're roughly here-ish. So we went to Suramar, hit a wall, so we'd want to aim for Val'sharah in order to not hit the invisible wall. Right, let's give it one more try. Okay, one last attempt here. This time we aim explicitly for Val'sharah. Now how are we going to do that? Besides the map, of course. I wonder, do we aim for the big tree thing? Alright, let's do this. Line everything up correctly. We'll aim for the tree and then see if we can land in the ocean this time. See if we get any kind of invisible walls. 3, 2, 1, go! Try not to hit that first patch of mountain that we're heading towards. Get some nice scenic views of Highmountain and watch... Well, we're going to see more of Highmountain because this time we're going the other way. But, so without as much of a sudden drop in altitude, that means no invisible walls, right? Better check the map. Are we headed towards the, we want to head towards the Emerald Bay. Oh, crap. The, Hunter Lodge that we're not supposed to go to. This might ruin everything. If you go anywhere near a class hall that's not your own, the game kicks you out in 5 seconds. I've tried to sneak a Death Knight into the Paladin Order Hall. That's how I know this. Okay, I think down there, if you look down there, even first-person view doesn't help. That, I think, down there is the hunting lodge for the hunters or something, or no. I don't, well, anyways. We are totally going to hit the ocean, right? No invisible walls, because here comes Val'sharah. Yay, the Sylvan Falls! Let's try and, yep, here we are, Val'sharah. Let's totally try to land in the ocean. Be funny if we could hit some fatigue water or something. The big thing with landing where there's a lot of trees... Yeah, let's do that, and then let's swing back and follow the coast. The big thing with landing where there's a bunch of... Oh, we only have 30 seconds, so... shoot. Yeah, we're gonna have to go this way. And then turn back and just follow the coast. The thing with landing where there's trees is you could land on the tree itself, which we don't want. So, okay, Highmountain, Highmountain, Highmountain. Get ready for the changeover in 20 seconds, but we'll be over water by the time that... Oops! Cool! Now we get flagged. So we're gonna get ganked when we land. Highmountain. Alright, and... Good. Seems like we got out without getting flagged. 3, 2, 1... Switch! Took a while. Gotta figure out that lag part. It's not because I'm recording, that's for sure. We're definitely going further this time. We're gonna land in the ocean. Why does it feel like there's wind in this game? Well, while we're heading towards our touchdown point, let's get some thumbnail stuff going here. Yes, I do believe this would make a very good thumbnail. We'll add something to that later. Highmountain stands. Citra, Citra, Citra. Yeah, I got into a fight on the way up the mountain. One of the basilisks that appears when you try to mine fell slate. For the mining quest, of course. Yeah, we're definitely... We could try for fatigue water, but... So, there's Highmountain. Well, the part we jumped off is actually way over there in the deep blue, so... It's going off the horizon this time. And, I think we might drop a little faster if we hit fatigue water, so let's follow the coast. What's that? An underwater tree? Are there underwater trees here? Those look like underwater trees. Yeah, well, we'll splash down around here and go see if there's some underwater trees. Interesting. What exactly... I don't know why Blizzard would have underwater trees, unless it's coral or something. Hope there's no whale shark in this expansion. We made it. So we landed way the heck out here after jumping from down here somewhere. That's what, 40% of the map? Oh, no, it's coral, similar to the Kelpthar so-called forest in the Vashtir underwater zone. Oh, there's a shipwreck there. Looks like there is some scenery to splash down into. Alright, so which Hearthstone is up? Can we use either? Probably the Dalaran one, I think. Yeah, somewhere way up there is where we came from. Yeah, the Dalaran one's available. So, fun stuff. Definitely fun stuff. So I can imagine this being some kind of side hobby or something. Maybe Blizzard should put in some kind of achievement for however far you go. Whoever goes the furthest from Highmountain Summit. But anyways, let's go into the peaceful, quiet Chamber of the Guardian and the portrait gallery to end this little discussion thingy here. So yes, Demon Hunter mountain jumping. I could imagine it being a thing, to say the very least. Question is, I don't know if Blizzard's ever going to officially support that or not, but it was fun fooling around with this. Anyways, so here we are in the room where all the relics go when you beat all the zones. This guy hasn't beaten any zones yet, so everything's still holograms, or whatever that's supposed to be. Anyways, so yes, Highmountain stands, until you jump off, of course. Thanks for watching, everybody. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay, signing off. Thanks for stopping by, and game on.